we had, Liam and I had done nonstop, and we liked the experience, not only the experience of making a movie in one sort of environment with a group of, with a cast that represents a slice of life, but the audiences really responded to that movie, and we wanted to repeat the experience for them. So we were looking for a project like this to do together, and when this came along, it was a no-brainer. I mean, it's not, it's something that Liam and I wanted to do together from the very beginning. Everybody on a train sits down and watches other people, and what if the observations that you were able to take from watching other people were the difference between life or death, and that's what he has to go through in this movie. He's been on that commute for 10 years, and he knows a lot of the people but doesn't know them really, and now whatever he knows can save his life and his family. When I was younger in Spain, I would take the train and the bus. I mean, obviously, but since moving to LA, I haven't taken a train in a long time. And when I lived in New York, I was in the city. But I took this line, the Metro North line, and a few times to kind of research. And all over the world is the same. I mean, everybody's on their phones with their headphones and the newspaper, but they're all looking, they're all watching other people, and so I think it's a natural instinct to kind of wonder what other people are like. Well, I think nowadays it's so easy to not do the right thing. You can rationalize it in many ways, and I think that anybody would probably do what Liam's character does at that point. It's very hard to basically turn down a reward of that magnitude for something so small that it's potentially is inconsequential, But I think people, in their everyday lives, they make a lot of decisions that can profoundly affect another person, but they choose not to look at that. And so this is something that everybody goes through every day multiple times. And so I hope this movie, just makes people think a little bit, that any small action that you do can actually have a huge impact on somebody else. Every time is different. Every time is different because, you have a different group of cast around you in a different movie. But every time I'm surprised by Liam and the character that he creates. For me, one of the best days is the first day on set on a new movie with Liam when, I don't know what character is going to show up, and he's always able to surprise me. He's always able to just instantly create something that is relatable and that is fascinating. And in this movie, he did it again. He created somebody that is so likable and that you just want him to win from the first moment you see him, And so that's very important, and it makes my life very easy as a director. The movie after Orphan was unknown with Liam, and since that moment, I always wanted to put them together. For me, it was like a dream come true. And in this movie, I called Vera and I was like, you have to come do this movie for me, please, because you will be fulfilling my dream of a director, of having my two favorite actors on screen finally. And Patrick is just great. Patrick is just one of those actors that is just fantastic, and he's the perfect sort of best friend for Liam. I think that you really believe they had such chemistry that it just made the relationship work, because sometimes you wonder why in Hollywood we cast this person or that person, and but in our case, it just really fit together very nicely.